Look at the moon.
Oh my god, this is definitely not normal.
What is up? What is up? How's it going? Welcome. BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto communities, Blue Crew, and all the communities out there. Guys, I want to welcome you guys to another DL Talk. Sorry for the little bit of a slow start here. A lot of things were just happening last minute here. Got a bunch of texts and all this stuff. But yeah. 58 cents then moon to $1.45. Okay, there we go, Messi. There we go. A lot of people are getting bearish now. People calling for 30-cent XRP. Of course, all these bears come when it's a bearish moment, and then all these bulls come when it's bullish, right? You never have really the opposite, right? Very few. We got XRP Boricua Army. What's up? Right guy in the house. He's alive. Welcome back, Alchemist. Alchemist, good to see you. 589 cents incoming morons. There we go. Who else do we got? Darcy in the house. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Once again, thank you for your support to the channel. Helps out the channel a lot. Thanks to any new subscribers, all that good stuff. Let's jump into it. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong, and the Blue Crew is always right. BTC at 29K, low end 29K. I mean, they keep trying to just keep crashing BTC to keep putting pressure on XRP here. Let's get into the Blue Crew top 100. I got to log in here really quick. Let me move this window up here really quickly. I guess it refreshed the page. We have to log in. Here we go. And once again, shout out to the Blue Crew. Thank you guys so much for the support. The momentum we've been building on the channel has been awesome, and it's because of you guys. I just want to say thank you. Always grateful. All right. And what a slow start to this stream. But anyways, gives time for the Blue Crew to jump on in. And once again, you guys hitting the likes lets the Blue Crew know what we're doing here, and newbies as well. All right, we are in. Great. Great, let's get our Blue Crew top 10 up here. Whenever it wants to show up, that'll be nice. Okay, we'll look at XRP's chart for right now. But yeah, we've been expecting a retracement to this level. We still think bears are weak AF. I think worst case scenario that we see is going to probably be like, what, 55 cents, 54 cents per XRP. If we just do the fib retracement from the initial pump up to the top, and we'll include the wick here, we can go down to the 78.6 retracement zone. We are in the golden retrace zone right now. This is where, you know, the retracement area is pretty prime, right? Like, this is a good buying zone basically, between the 71.8 and the 78.6. And if we can test former areas of resistance as support, which would be at around the 56 range, 55 cent range, you could say even 53, 54, right? Somewhere around there. If you could test that as support and bounce off of it, you can get a nice, you know, retracement back up to the 75 cent range. But if we continue towards the upside and XRP continues its breakout, you're talking about possibly above $1 type of momentum coming. Ripple Rich, $5 donation. Shout out to Ripple Rich. And it looks like, did you make all 3 of the interledger eggs into the basket there? Congratulations, my dude. Ripple Rich, dropping a 5, XRP, XLM, XDC. God bless, dude. Yes. Much love to you, man. Thank you so much for your support to the channel. We have a golden, everybody shout out Ripple Rich, man. Blue Crew. Gotta support Blue Crew. Chilling, working, trying to fill more ISO 20022 bags. Hey, that's what it's all about. And if you guys were part of the stream, our last stream, we completely bombed the whole Blue Crew top 100. Now we got a strong Blue Crew top 10. And some of them that are maybe not worthy of being in the top 10 here. But we'll, you know, hey, it's the top 10 regardless. And some of them can, you know, find their way back onto the list, and others can find their way off of the list. That is for sure. But I like the top 10 that we have. And of course, XRP just completely leading the market here. What's going on? Why is, oh, maybe I got to put my fans up like massive here for my laptop. My poor laptop's trying to manage all this stuff, and it's acting a little slow now. So we'll give it some time to breathe. Here we go. Let's just reload this page. See if we can, yep, there we go. All right, so we got our top 10. XRP, just the biggest market cap crypto. We're looking into the future here. We're setting up what we think the future of the digital financial system is going to look like, or the future of the crypto markets is going to be looking like. Obviously, it's probably going to be maybe more than 10 cryptos and tokens that are on here. But in terms of a top 10 and like just quality that we think are going to be major bangers in the next bull cycle, XRP well ahead of them all right now, of about what, 29 billion in market cap. So, and once again, Ripple, global company. We'll probably have some examples of their global presence today in this stream somewhere, some way. We got Avalanche, you know, second place in terms of the market cap. Chainlink, XLM, HBAR, QNT, XDC, Casper, Energy Web Token, and then the Blue Castle for the Blue Crew. Kind of the joke crypto in a way on this list. But hey, man, strong affiliations with the XRPL and Stellar. So maybe a sleeper, but at the end of the day, this is probably the most trash crypto on the list here. But hey, at 000, we know what we're getting into, and it's the Blue Castle, man. We're building this thing with the wrenches here. But XRP top dog, buy them all, right? Burning shit up. We have a golden shower on the 5-year. There we go, Alchemist. We have a golden shower on the 5-year. I love that. Like Bob Ross it up and then just like, and then we have a nice little golden shower here on the 5-year where we believe we're going to be leading to a nice retracement overall. Imagine that, man. We do need crypto channels like that. Yeah, if we do let's see if we're at that golden shower on the 5-year. I mean, we're getting close to 5 years here now, right? Since 2020, we're at 2023. We could stretch this thing out. I mean, it makes sense that maybe in the 5-year we're already in the golden shower retrace zone right here, right? From the initial low to that high from 2021. 78.6, we were in it. We were in the thick of things right there. That's when the tigers were being tigers, man. I mean, we got the receipts. Jump back into our streams, right? We're talking about XRP being super undervalued at these prices. Hell of a good game going up to 97 cents. I'll tell you what. Good luck getting that with stocks. But hey, like Alchemist says, most likely XRP will be lowered tomorrow. And we could see that dip down to the 54-cent range, testing previous resistances as support. I think it's pretty primed around this range here, though, man. Like, indicators are looking really good. Stock RSI, selling pressure is easing up on the MACD. I mean, at least in the short term, you know, sure, you may get a continual downward pressure, but it's looking oversold for right now. Who do we got here? We got Mike Kavanaugh. What's up, Mike Kavanaugh? Mike Kavanaugh, loving seeing Energy Web Token on the Blue Crew top 10 here. I mean, there's a lot of cryptos in the deep reds today. XDC had a major sell-off in the past 24 hours. It was flying high, though, man. It was flying high. It was beautiful, right? And we want to see this type of high volatility, though, with something like an XDC, right? It's like people trying to take profits because of that, move to 8.2 from originally 3 cents. Once again, congrats to the Tigers. Almost got a full 3x there. Let's see what... Yeah, we have a 1 to 5 year cup and handle. We have a... And here we have a nice little 1 to 5 year cup and handle on XRP. Little nice cup of coffee. Tea. You know. Ginseng. Ginger tea. All right, guys, let's jump into the news. Cryptos that are up in the past 24 hours on the Blue Crew top 10 here. Not many, if any. I think Chainlink is the most up, but it's just leveling out. So it's been pretty red. I mean, this is a good day for the Blue Crew top 10 for, you know, DCA or just chipping away, right? We love the red days as the Tigers, and dude, the Blue Crew list is really good quality now, right? We're missing out on some great quality. I mean, VeChain is going to be probably listed on Coinbase sometime this year, right? So, you know, we don't have VeChain here on the Blue Crew top 10, but, you know, Esper Hunter was shouting out VeChain as well yesterday. But, you know, this crypto at around a penny, about to be a Coinbase listed crypto, down 42% on the year, right across the board. I don't like that they only have like a presence over on the east side. I would love to see more of a presence here on the west side, especially with regulators and getting regulatory clarity, having proof of regulatory clarity with their technology, those type of things. But VeChain, nonetheless, very forward looking on leaving Ethereum, right? They've had to start from square one all over again, right? This is, dude, I remember when this crypto was Ven, right? VEN. But yeah, VeChain at the end of the day just didn't make the cut. It was one of those affected by the atom bomb. Oppenheimer dropped a bomb, man. Some of these cryptos probably don't even deserve to be here on the top 10, right? At the end of the day. And VeChain, dude, we're trying to just find the cryptos that can check a lot of boxes, but also have some really good long-term, I guess, you know, potential for gains, or, you know, see what they can do in the next bull cycle. For example, like, I'd rather have XX network than maybe perhaps like, I don't know, what's a crypto on here? Maybe perhaps like have XX network. Damn, it's hard to choose, like over SHX, I guess, or Casper. I do like Casper because we have no clue what a bull cycle is going to look like for Casper, but I feel like XX network checks more boxes than Casper networks. That Casper network does, but Casper network could be a boss in the next bull cycle. So that's one of those ones where it's like it doesn't check as many boxes, but hey, there's a real tech there. It's part of Hyperledger Foundation. You know, we haven't seen what a bull cycle looks for this type of crypto just yet, right? So that's part of the reason why it's on the Blue Crew top 10 as well. I feel like we should add the XX network eventually, but I understand the Blue Crew maybe wants to see something from it more. I mean, hey, seeing them being involved with CBDC developments and working with BIS is a pretty big signal for me with the Elixir, especially something that just came out like so early, but it's also been in the works for a really long time, right? And isn't it convenient that XX network starts coming out just as ISO 20022 starts getting adopted? Regulatory clarity for digital assets starts to happen. Are you DCAing and quant? I mean, dude, it's on the Blue Crew top 10, right? Let the Blue Crew top 10 speak. Right now it's a red day for the Blue Crew top 10, except for Chainlink. Chainlink's kind of just leveled out right here. It's just plain Jane today, but we definitely think Chainlink is highly undervalued, under $10. Very excited for Chainlink in the next bull cycle. They have been building quite the infrastructure during this bear cycle. The affiliations with Swift, building, you know, these, I think, something like their some randomness generator that they have like associated with their technology, and then obviously the new stuff that they're doing with CCIP, I think, as well. So you know, there's been a lot of good developments happening here with Chainlink, and they're one of the most connected like cryptos in the space, right? Like you just see what they've been able to do with their data oracle system and the type of blockchain projects they're associated with. Looking good, doing it. Ripple just joined the ISDA Derivative Association. Yo, dude, this is why the Blue Crew exists right here, is for these fresh faces as well jumping in. Looking good, doing it. Shout out to you, man. If you have the link to that, my man, please share it. Please share it. If you have the link, please share it. And welcome to the Blue Crew. This is a wrench well earned. This is the way you can you can easily get a wrench, you know, with no biggie, right? But this is a very well-deserved wrench coming out for looking good, not doing it. If you got the news link, man, please feel free to share it. That would be amazing. And welcome to the OG Blue Crew, man. We're gonna stop giving away blue wrenches once we're at 4,000 subscribers, and we're even doing a Blue Crew giveaway today of some GDLT tokens, some garbage token for y'all, and we're restarting the cycle now. We're giving away 1 GDLT token. We gave away 32 freaking GDLT token, I think, to Sniff the other day. Dude had a very nice lucky day, that is for sure. Let's see what Mike Kavanaugh's saying. Is anyone aware of BlackRock's AI Aladdin? Game is rig is a massive understatement. Oh, exactly, dude. Totally. I mean, once again, money speaks, right? Money talks, and those who have the money to influence this market, especially a market that is pennies right now. It's just $1 trillion. This is like a playground for these big money guys, right? Especially some that are just really big whales. It's a playground for them right now, and it'll be a playground for us in the future, I'm sure. Aladdin is running the whole thing. There we go. Darcy wants 10 cents. I'm calling him dime bag Darcy. Do you guys know what you know, Mike Kavanaugh, it seems like you might know like more about this and stuff. Do you think an ETF for XRP happening before BTC ETF is out of the question? It can't happen, or is that possible now that we got the judge announcing regulatory clarity? And guys, I want to say thank you to the 14 viewers, 14 likes. By the way, the phone lines are open. If anybody wants to call in, give a shout out to the Blue Crew, ask any questions associated with cryptos or anything. We're going to jump into the news right now. But yeah, in terms of somebody was saying DCA into Quant, yeah, we're chipping away at Quant without a doubt, dude. They launched their Overledger network this year, and the price hasn't responded with that just yet. I think Quant's a major sleeper here, and it's super bullish. Like if you're looking in the long term of how Quant's price action has been, like, has Quant really been dealing with the bear cycle? Not like there's not really been a bear cycle for Quant. That's the crazy thing, right? Also the risky thing, because it hasn't gone through a bear cycle. I guess we're gonna do let's do Kraken. I like Kraken's thing here. Oh, never mind. Let's do Binance, I guess. Yeah, let's do Binance. Okay, they don't even do justice for this either. You don't have like, okay, we got to go to, hopefully Live Coin Watch has more of its history here, because you got to look at the all here. So you can barely see it on your screen on the right here, but Quant has created a tremendous floor, like a very bullish floor. Its floor has been at around $100 now, right? Before, Quant's floor was like $5, $10. So the scary thing with Quant is, are we getting tricked by this new floor? And could it crash even more to take us to $25, $15, right? There, and still have a good chance of recovering from there, right? But this thing started at a $3 floor, and then now it's making a floor historically above $100. Like, has Quant really dealt with the bear cycle if you were originally in here at the $2, $3 range? Like, you're still sitting pretty from those gains, you know? You're still sitting pretty from those gains, like, massively. Like, you're just like, dude, crypto's been like falling apart all around me, but I've been in Quant and it's been great. Right? Like, that's literally how a Quant holder probably feels like right now. It's just like, I don't really notice a bear cycle going. I mean, yeah, sure, Quant went as high as close to $400, but hey, if it's averaging out at 100, I'm happy, right? You're 50x from your $2 investment still. Unbelievable. So Quant's still been like really bullish, man. Like, it's been a very, very bullish overall trajectory here for Quant. And once again, super low supply, very low supply. They just launched their Overledger network, right? We're finally seeing a product coming out of Quant here, guys. I think Quant is a sleeping freaking giant. Yes, could it go lower? I do believe it could. I do believe it could go lower, but if it breaks out, man, get ready, dude. Saddle up. This crypto will go to 150, probably deal with some sideways action there, then creep up into the 200 range, do some, you know, retrace, and then, dude, we make the journey for $1,000 per Quant in the next 5 to 10, like in the next 5 years. I wouldn't be surprised if Quant is at $1,000 if you get a 10x from this 101 here. Quant to 3K, let's go. That's why it's part of the freaking Blue Crew list here, dude. And you know what? Yeah, this transformation of the list is so much better because we just keep our eye on these quality projects like a Quant, like an XRP, XLM, HBAR, right? XDC. And XDC being the reddest crypto today, 15% down. Not a bad dip to be buying there. But once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader. I'll never tell you what to do. Let's jump into the news. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Much love to the Blue Crew, Green Giants, Ledger Citizens, all of y'all. Thanks for hitting the likes on the way in, by the way, guys. Helps the Blue Crew know what's going on here. Helps people like looking good doing it. Appreciate you, man. Helps them find the chat here. Link, search Ripple. Thank you. Appreciate you. Let's do this. Okay, our members, new members. Wow, nice. Search ISDA members. There we go. Search Ripple. Here, Excuse me. All right, here we go. Let's check out the ISDA. Check out members, right? This is membership.isda.org. You can see some of the members already here, right? Some big banks, some new members. These are just the newest members to it. We search Ripple. Here we go. Oh. I was told to search Ripple and it's not happening. Here we go. All right. Yeah, I typed down Ripple, my dude. Am I just missing it or something? It's not popping up. So search ISDA members, type down Ripple, and no Ripple popping up. So what are you telling me, dude? What are you telling me, man? Am I typing it down wrong? Am I searching it wrong? Should I do lowercase Ripple? No, yeah, Ripple's not popping up, dude. What's going on here? Looking good. You started off well, my man. You started off well. What's going on? Is my website not updated? Searching all. Let's go to their members. Let's do it again. Yeah, I'm not seeing Ripple here, man. Not seeing them. I don't know what's going on. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. Let me know what's going on there. Let's go over some news here, you guys. Appreciate everybody tuning in. By the way, much love to the Blue Crew. All right, yeah, we got some new news coming in as well. Let's check out if we got any newer stuff to go over here. Got stuff about Cybos coming out. The Tiger Beetle team, nice. XDC Network speaker announcement. We look forward to seeing you on stage, Rohit. Rohit Tandon, systems architect at XDC Foundation, is an official speaker at Futurist 23. There we go. Let's go, XDC. Stuart Alderati saying, to those saying the SEC doesn't think a token itself is a security, this is false. See the SEC's own words in the complaint against us, which the judge ultimately rejected. At all relevant times during the offering, XRP was an investment contract and therefore a security subject to the registration requirements of the federal securities law. So yeah, to those saying the SEC doesn't think a token itself is a security, this is false. See the SEC's own words, right? That's pretty funny. Dude, XRP revenge tour, guys, man. Ripple's gonna win this thing. I got you. 1 sec. Looking good. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Shib is mooning. What a POS garbage space. Alchemist, I can't believe Shib is freaking mooning. There you go, man. Like, see? We're still in a garbage space, man. And what do? Do we just swim around in the garbage, or are we just like, no. Just the top 10 for now, man. We're building long-term positions here. We're building a hell of an infrastructure, believing in the future infrastructure of Web3 here with these types of projects. And I think that's, I think that's the better way moving forward, man. We can't chase the S coins anymore. We know we're in a speculative market. We went through that phase. We took advantage of the speculative market. And luckily, you know what? It's better to be leaving on top than, and maybe this market keeps going. I'm not saying we're leaving at a top here, but I'm happy with leaving where we left it at. Like where we took the benefits of those garbage coins, especially got this nice pump because of XRP going up. A lot of these cryptos falling up. Nice. I think it's good that we bombed it from there, right? And are just keeping the quality cryptos around. What's up, Hunte? Good to see you, man. Guys, once again, thanks for hitting the likes on the way in. Let's the Blue Crew know what we're doing here. Let's new viewers know what we're doing here. The water is 90 degrees. Get in, get out, get under the fan. Have another beer. There we go. Yeah, hopefully everybody's having a wonderful summer wherever you guys are at. It's a nice Saturday out here. Texas pools are bigger, I understand. Yeah, I can't believe Shib is mooning, man. Definitely a garbage space. So I think this is the link that Looking Good was looking for here. So Ripple joins. So maybe they haven't updated their membership just yet, my dude. But Ripple joins top global derivatives trade body. And once again, this is happening post clarity for XRP here. Ripple became a member of International Swaps and Derivatives Association, a trade organization of market participants for OTC derivatives. Ripple Labs became a member of the International Swaps Derivatives Association as a trade organization of market participants for the over-the-counter derivatives. This makes it one of the very few crypto market companies that join the likes of JP Morgan, BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, BNY Mellon, and London Stock Exchange. Booyah, man. One of the very few? So what do they mean? So there's like 2 other crypto market companies that are part of the IF. Like, that's what I want to find out. Like, if Blue Crew can somehow get on this or figure it out for us here as well, I'll try to do my own like looking here. But who would be the other 2 crypto market companies that have been part of because they said one of the very few. So there's been like 2 other crypto companies ahead of these ahead of Ripple. Binance, Coinbase, maybe, who knows? Just weird to see that, right? You would think Ripple's like the first here, probably the biggest. The International Swaps and Derivatives Association members includes derivatives market participants like corporations, investment managers, and insurance companies. Interestingly, the trade body also features Algorand. So Algorand, interesting. Guys, man, that was one of the ones that we blew up that maybe we shouldn't have blown up here. I mean, what are you telling me? Algorand is part of this freaking IDS, ISDA? Like, I don't know. Blue Crew, is Algorand the first Phoenix we resurrect back onto the list here and have a top 11 here? Maybe don't include SHX as the true top 10. Just have SHX hovering around there and call our true top 10 with Algo in there. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Algorand joined in 2019. I mean, hey, that's impressive. That's impressive. I mean, I haven't seen anything negative towards Algo necessarily. People can correct me if I'm wrong, but Algo's impressive, man. And probably really undervalued. Been buying Algo through the FUD. Dude, I'm with you, man. I'm with you, NG. I'll let the Blue Crew decide, man. Should we add Algorand back onto the list? Because, yeah, the trade body also features Algorand among digital assets category as a member. So Ripple already has working relations with several global financial institutions and businesses and governments. With the ISDA membership, Ripple now joined over 1,000 member institutions from 79 countries. However, it remains to be seen if the company stitched any collaboration out along with the trade organization and its members. Recently, the company received a sigh of relief, with Judge Annalisa Torres ruling that the sale of XRP tokens to retail buyers do not qualify as securities. Guys, yeah, this news has been huge, and I think, joining a global trade body like the IDSA amongst a very few amount of crypto companies, and one of them being Algorand. So you got Ripple and Algo, and then I wonder who the third one is that is part of this. Maybe Stellar, right? Wouldn't be surprised. But dude, I'm thinking we put Algorand on the list, man. I'm thinking we give Algorand the chance. Algo inflation is cruel. Interesting. So it's an inflationary token. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I'll buy XRP until it reaches $1.25. There we go. Algo is hard garbage. But so what? I mean, that's true. That's true. And a hot garbage, dude, Alchemist. Exactly. There we go. I never thought I would hear you say that, man. I never thought I would hear you put garbage and then, but so what? Right next to each other, my man. Devs are abandoning Algo. Interesting. So do you, okay, how about Polkadot then? Something like a Polkadot. Because devs have been jumping to Polkadot, right? There's a lot of developers on Polkadot. Ripple has an office for Polkadot in their building. Futureverse, right? And what's building out there with the Futureverse and stuff like that. Algorand developers are part of that, right? No, did I say Algorand? No, I said, I meant to say Polkadot developers are a part of that. Polkadot is Web3 king. Okay, I mean, hey. Okay, how about this? Dot is hot garbage. So what? Is that the new is that the new thing? Here, let's pin. We can pin messages now. I love this. I love that we can pin messages. Oh, no. I want to pin it. There we go. Algo is okay for 10 cents. Dude, I think so too. And then Atom, yeah, the Atom ecosystem is being slept on as well. They got a lot of developers. See, now it's like okay, now that we brought up Algo, we're like bringing up, okay, we got to just keep the list as it is. You just got to keep the list as it is, because then all of a sudden we're relisting. Dude, if we relist out, like already talking about Algo, we want to start relisting Polkadot. We want to start relisting Atom ecosystem. We want to start relisting Tezos. We want to start relisting Filecoin. We want to start like, then it just turns out to be the hot garbage list all over again, right? NG saying your chat is fire with, dude, we gotta help. We got the, you're dealing with the OG blue crew here, man. This is like been building out for what, 6 to 7 years now, us just doing a room full of wrenches most of the time. And once again, you know, don't be shy, don't be intimidated by the room full of blue wrenches. It doesn't, the chat doesn't only have to belong to them. And you know, most likely if you do join in and you don't have a blue wrench and you're bringing out like some knowledge about cryptos or Ripple, Interledger Protocol, ISO 20022, any of that type of stuff, it's easy to get a wrench, really easy, right? Once we have 4,000 subscribers though, blue wrenches are gone, man. It's just gonna be some grays jumping into the chat. You should own about 5 to 10K algo. There we go. Okay, Messi. Don't sleep on IOTA. Yeah, IOTA is another one, right? IOTA. ISO 20022. Real tech there, right? Real tech. But yeah, see, then we just get to relisting all these other cryptos. I think we should just got to keep it the way that that is. But we can go check out those cryptos for sure, just to see, you know, where the prices are at and what they're doing, right? I mean, freaking, dude, Alchemist just said it. SHIB is mooning right now. Freaking SHIB, right? So that is weird. G, you got 3.33 subscribers. Dude, I mean, you guys have been amazing, and thank you to any new subscribers to the channel. We're really trying to build out a tremendous community here and a fun channel to be a part of. And we got a bunch of tigers, dude, who just keep their eye of the tiger on undervalued projects in the space that check a lot of boxes, right? Have a lot of good high upside, low risk, right? We dig those type of platforms, and you know, things that are real boats at the end of the day. That's a really important thing, is that, and that's what this list turned into, right? We had a top 100 list what, 4 days ago, and now since it's been the top 10, it's just quality projects, real boats here, right? And we want to be part of those real boats, because all boats are going to float in the speculative bull cycle, right? If we're in a speculative bull cycle and there's no utility, all these boats will float. But hell, we feel like if it's a real boat, it's definitely going to be floating, right? There's almost like, I wouldn't say, you know, nothing's a guarantee in this space, right? And I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader. I'll never tell you what to do. Masonic number. There we go. Hey, Sniff. Dude, Sniff's been on to me, man. And I need to talk to, you know, my grandmasters up here and let them know, like, hey, I think the Sniff guy has seen all the signs of knowing what our true intentions with this channel are. And Sniff is like, ha ha ha, he's just joking. But it's like, no, I'm being super meta, you know, because that's what we do. We reveal the truth, right? We'll tell you everything you want to hear, and then it's up to you, you know, then you play mind games and overthink it and wonder if I'm just joking or not. We all float down here. Yeah, exactly. IOTA is partner with Swift. There we go. There we go. Swift should partner with XRP, I'm just saying. Swift should partner with Ripple. Harsh trust here, not comfortable. What's up, RPM? Good to see you, man. Guys, we got 21 likes. You guys are amazing. Let's continue on with the news. Much love to the Blue Crew. Digital Pound Foundation. We spoke with Lord Holmes of Richmond MBE about the UK's social and economic pressures and how digital currencies can be that in the form of a CBDC stablecoin or other new form of digital money can help overcome some of these challenges, right? Innovating Britain, the future of fintech and digital currencies. So 37-second clip here. Let's check it out.
The climate emergency, the energy crisis, the current cost of living difficulties, stubborn inflationary pressures, we need to deploy, to develop all of the opportunities that come through that combination of human-led, in our human hands, these new technologies. Because together, human-led, I really believe that we can drive forward some fabulous social, economic, and indeed psychologically beneficial new chapters for us as individuals and indeed for us as a nation. The climate emerge.
There you go. Messi saying I bought 550 XRP today. Dude, this is wow. You're gonna probably be able to like own a state with that amount. That's crazy, man. How many is that? Is that like 550 million drops? A million drops per XRP, so 550 million, I think. That's crazy, dude. That's fire. Yeah, Blue Crew, we got to celebrate that, man. 500 XRP? Holy cow. You're telling me you bought 550 of Internet of Value money? Dude, insane. XRP King Doug saying I buy every week. Okay, Blue Crew. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's keep going. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Much love to the Blue Crew. So Coinbase's base blockchain attracted 68 million in Ether earlier this week amid the BALD token's 400 or 4 million% surge, even though it isn't officially live yet. That is crazy. So Coinbase's new base blockchain gobbled up 68 million in Ether earlier this week. I don't know what I think about that. What does that sound shady to you guys? Like, does that sound pretty freaking whack? I wonder how this is going to affect Coinbase. And you know they have strong Ether ties as well. HBAR should be on top 5 list in my opinion. There we go. I mean, HBAR is part of our top 10. HBAR's on here, dude. We got XRP, XDC, SHX, HBAR, QNT, Casper, Avalanche, Stellar, Energy Web Token, and Chainlink. I mean, this is a strong power 10 right here, for sure. I would love to see XX Network on here. Personally, I think, you know, we were talking about just earlier, you know, Algo, VChain, you know, IOTA, Atom, Polkadot, right? Like Polkadot has a ton of developers. Solana has a ton of developers. But hey, I understand why we're not adding them. I get it. I understand. But I feel like XX Network is definitely in the ballpark of what these cryptos are doing. Like all the cryptos on this list, I feel like XX Network would fit really, really well with this list. And we consider that to be the Power 5 is XRP, XLM, XDC, SHX, and the XX Network. What's up, Jankies? Good to see you. Coinbase has been selected to custody BlackRock ETF. There we go. That's how you do it. Let's go, Gerald. Yeah, Coinbase is kind of acting weird with this, with that BALD token. If the, you know, and then for $68 million in Ether, that's absurd. During R3's recent Quarter Day, our CEO and founder, David Rudder, spoke. Oh, we got to follow David Rudder, man. David Rudder's huge. We used to do a lot of early videos on David Rudder and like how he would talk about R3 and digital assets. Spoke to former SEC Gov Chairman Jay Clayton and former CFTC Chairman Christopher Giancarlo about the regulation surrounding digital assets watch the full session here, the fireside chat with a former dude. I think this is actually going to be fire. Like, I want to see how long this is, because I think we should watch it. Blue Crew, I think we should watch this. I wonder how long this is. I think we got to check this out. So I'm gonna, here, let me fill this out. Let's fill it out. I'm gonna put my first name G, last name DLT, so they know who's doing this. Company YouTube, or no, Blue Crew. I'm gonna call the company Blue Crew. There we go. We're gonna watch this, Blue Crew. We're gonna watch this because I think it's worth it. Title, president, I guess. There we go. Nope, don't want to sign up for your marketing newsletter. There we go. Oh, sweet. Here we go, Blue Crew. I think this is gonna be a fun chat. Like, these, you know. We got 3 lizards on the board here, guys. We got 3 lizards. Here we go. Let's check it out. It's a 27-minute clip. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth watching this. So let's do it, man. This is what it's about, is doing this type of research. Remember, R3 has a massive presence in terms of like the CBDC game and talking with governments, you know, affiliations with BIS and more. Right, like they are in it in terms of like not many people consider them as a blockchain company or distributed ledger technology company, but what they're doing with Corda, what they're doing with the XRP, Zinfin, the XDC network, and others, R3 is going to definitely be a part of this. And you know, we're hearing from Jay Clayton, the guy who was the one who sued freaking Ripple to begin with, and then we got Chris Giancarlo here from the Digital Dollar Project that supports Ripple and XRP. So this is going to be like, you got the guy who was anti-XRP, you got the guy who's totally for XRP, and then you got David Rudder, who I think is totally for XRP, but hey, I guess maybe he's like the middle guy because he's into XDC as well and stuff. So let's check this out. This is going to be a fun clip. Let me know if the sound's all good for y'all. Thank you. And once again, thanks for hitting the likes, for any support to the channel, guys. It helps us keep doing what we're doing here. And that's keeping our eyes out on David Rudder, Jay Clayton, and Chris Giancarlo here. Let's check it out.
So for those that aren't aware of who these prestigious gentlemen are, we've got former chairmen of both the SEC and the CFTC. And as we all know, America's known for the number of regulators we have and also how well they all collaborate and cooperate. I think they could learn something.
Wait, dude. Bishop freaking Thomas, dude. Bishop Thomas. He's grabbing that moon right now. He's doing the green giant and he's gifting 20 freaking memberships. Holy cow. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Dude, so many random people are getting memberships right now. You are crazy, Bishop Thomas. 20, my dude. Guys, Blue Crew, can we... guys, we don't see Bishop Thomas around too much, but he's behind the scenes. This guy's behind the scenes. He's supporting the channel, being the freaking green giant, helping us keep doing what we're doing here. And he just comes out of nowhere as a green giant, takes a big, massive step because he's a freaking mega green giant, right? Bishop Thomas is a mega green giant, guys. So keep your eye out on this dude, because this guy comes out of nowhere, big step. Other green giants are just hanging out, and then they just hear like, oh crap. Mega is coming. Freaking mega green giant taking a step in here, dropping gifts, just dropping. Oh my god, what the heck is happening? What the heck is just happening? Another one? Are you are we gonna be like just seeing a bunch of notifications right now? This is gonna be insane. It's just gonna be a show of just this. Yes, let's keep it going. Let's just, yeah. I'll hear this 20 times. I don't freaking care, man. I don't freaking care. My gosh, dude, the giant life, without a doubt. I'm sorry that we had to stop this video clip, because guys, this is unreal. Bishop Thomas, my dude, the sensei, I want to thank you. Bishop Thomas, man, coming out of nowhere. He's like, hey, I'm just coming from the other side of Earth. I'm just going to take a big step here and sprinkle some memberships to y'all. Sprinkle some hey, you might have not even been a blue crew. You might not even have a wrench, but you are going to be a freaking green giant nonetheless. 20 freaking, my gosh, dude. Holy cow, Bishop Thomas. Look at this, dude. The green giant. We gotta expand this notification a little bit more. We gotta just enjoy this right here. Check this out. Check out the green giant. Just all these new green giants just stepping in and grabbing the moon.
Look at the moon. Oh my god. This is definitely not normal.
Oh my gosh, of course. Did anybody bet that my mic would be muted? Did anybody bet it would be muted? I just want to say, Bishop Thomas, you're amazing, man. Thanks for sprinkling all that love. That was amazing, dude. The party did not stop. All those green giants were just stepping up to the plate and grabbing the moon. Holy crap, dude. Yeah, green giant take. There's a lot of green. Dude, look at this. Look at all our new green giants that Bishop Thomas that blessed us. And these are people who never. So we have some blue crew members who became green giants because of Bishop Thomas, and thank you, Bishop Thomas. Messi got gifted a green giant, so Messi now is a freaking green giant. So shout out to you, Messi. Welcome to the Green Giants, my man. You're going to be part of this month's Green Giant giveaway. And not only that, the blue crew giveaway that we're doing today as well for the GDLT token. Very easy, Alan. Father Alan. Much love to Father Alan here. Dude, you're a green giant, my man. I hope you enjoy being in green for the moment there. Hey, we need your presence there, Father Alan. We need you to be just being there with the blue crew saying, hey, the future's bright. Go grab that moon. Go grab that moon. Felipe, blue crew member, getting his membership. Edward, congratulations, man. Congratulations to Edward getting a membership. We got Joshua Keith. Guys, if you got a freaking membership from Bishop Thomas, give a shout out. Let me see where you're at so I can give you, de-wrench you and just show up, show the whole blue crew here. We got Joshua Keith becoming a green giant. He wasn't even blue wrenched. So Joshua Keith, you just got a random green giant membership there. CJ Nowhere, congratulations. Tronix, congratulations. The Crypto Clan, congratulations. Sarouge, congratulations. Gascar, congratulations. Brett Larson, congratulations. Manny Yisso, congratulations. HMIC, congratulations. Hani Aaron, congratulations. Straight Gamer, congratulations. Insurance Adjuster, congratulations. Geo Sigs, congratulations. Tabasco, congratulations. Andrew, congratulations. Justin Addison, congratulations. Messi, once again. So Messi, here you go. Anybody who got gifted a green wrench, and we're going to get into this video clip, guys, but this has got to be given its due. Like, this is so massive that it's unbelievable. Like, just thank you so much. Always grateful, my man. Bishop Thomas, you just showed up and showed out, being the freaking mega green giant that you are, man. Being the mega green giant that you are. There you go. Let's show the new green wrenches in the chat. Let's represent the green here, guys. Messi, congratulations, my dude. There you go. Esper Hunter, he likes his being undercover blue crew for now. He likes it. Anybody else who's new? We got Sniff. He likes being undercover blue crew as well. I think that's it for now. Messi, congratulations. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully you show up as a green in the next one here. Wayside in the house. What's up, man? Wayside, Digital Orgy. Guys, if you guys are just tuning in, an amazing thing just happened. A mega green giant stepped into the chat and gave us a 20 GDLT memberships here. Just sprinkling memberships to the blue crew. Much love to you, Bishop Thomas. Thank you, my man. All right, let's check out this video clip. What a way to get into this video. Let's see what bullishness David Rudder. It doesn't look like it's too long of a clip. At least here, it looks like it's about 27 minutes. I mean, we're hanging. We just got freaking 20 new green giants. So let's do it. Here we go. And once again, guys, thank you for hitting the likes. Thanks to the 31 viewers. Thanks to any new subscribers. And of course, the new members here. Green Giants. Shout out to all of y'all. Much love. Yeah, welcome the Giants to the Blue Castle. There we go, man. And once again, shout out to Bishop Thomas. It was good to do a mega Green Giant sighting is epic, man. It just seeing that animation of the Green Giant just over and over again, like all these Green Giants grabbing the moon. Unbelievable. Here we go.
Aren't aware of who these prestigious gentlemen are. We've got former chairmen of both the SEC and the CFTC. As we all know, America's known for the number of regulators we have and also how well they all collaborate and cooperate. I think they could learn something from R3 on that matter, but these two gentlemen, who I've known for quite some time, did just that.
You see how he kind of just made a joke there? He's like, they're known for how well they all collaborate. I mean, cooperate or whatever. And they all kind of laughed because it's like, they don't really, they know it's all a show. They do collaborate, right? They do collaborate, but the media and everybody has you so sucked in that there's so much divide, right? I'm going to disappear off the camera here so you can see CFTC Chris Giancarlo here talking on the panel. Here we go.
But if I could just ask you guys to give a little, because you're also doing very interesting things now, if you could give a little background. Jay, why don't I start with you on your journey and what you're doing now?
Let's see, what am I doing now? I'm back at Sullivan & Cromwell as a senior policy advisor. I'm the non-executive chairman of Apollo and sit on the American Express board and do a little teaching. So that's I would say the main things, and still very, very interested in what I would say is the...
Did he just say I'm an executive chairman or something like that of Apollo? Like, is he talking about the Apollo that we're talking about? Is that serious?
Digitization of our financial system and other assets.
Very good. And I'll throw in you're a hell of a golfer, too. We just talked about it briefly, 4 handicap. Slight slice off the tee, but in a very controlled fashion. Okay, Chris.
So, like Jay, I'm also senior counsel to a New York law firm, Wilkie Farr and Gallagher, serve on a number of boards, including Nomura Securities. But the thing that I've become very passionate about, in fact, I've got to dash out of here right after this, is something called the Digital Dollar Project, which is a private sector initiative to really, hopefully, catalyze a U.S. approach to central bank digital currency that is reflective of the values of a free and democratic society. China has already created probably the leading benchmark for what CBDC is, and it's not one that I think should be adopted in a democratic society. It's a surveillance tool, amongst other things. It's highly sophisticated, but it doesn't reflect the type of values that we would expect in a democratic society. And so we at the Digital Dollar Project are hoping to steer that, and we the activity of the project has become very, very active. In fact, we have our own day today of our advisory board and our benefactors and founders and others over in Hudson Yards. So I'll be dashing out of there for that. But we'll talk more about that. But that's been a lot of fun.
And one pitch for Chris, please buy his book. It's called
Thank you very much. Crypto Dad. Fight for the future money.
Yeah, and he always carries like a dozen copies in his backpack. So, and he'll sign them for you. It's a very, very sweet thing. So, guys, I do want to touch on, look, we don't have a lot of time, so I want to touch on a couple things. Let's start with crypto and what's going on the regulatory side. So, I think a number of people...
David Rudder's just like us. He's like, you know what? Let's start with crypto. Let's keep it crypto, right? David Rudder just going, let's keep it crypto, guys. Let's keep it crypto. Enough with the background stuff here. Let's keep it crypto. Just like the GDLT channel. Let's just keep it crypto, all right? Here we go.
People will know this, but if you're not from the markets, you won't. The Howey test. An investment contract exists if there is an investment of money in a common enterprise with a reasonable expectation of profits to be derived from the efforts of others. And the Howey test, for those that don't know it, I forget when it was. You probably know, like 1940 something. Yeah, really set the standard for what's a security and what's not. And importantly, I'd like to get your independent view. So Jay, why don't we start with you? Certainly, Gary, who followed in your footsteps, Gary Gensler has been extremely active. You took a couple steps as chair too. So what's your view on these thousands of cryptocurrencies out there?
So look, I've said this for a long time, and I think that the market has evolved, but many, if not the vast majority of tokens that were sold for cash would fall within the definition of a security. The definition of a security in America was intentionally broad and intentionally flexible. And that's what we're seeing play out. There have been a lot of what I would say is differences of opinion about what's not a security. People say, oh, if it's utility, it's not a security. Let me give you the best example I have of what is a security that has utility, or at least future utility, and then may not always be a security. Really quickly, tickets to a Broadway show that's being produced but not yet playing. If I go to the two of you and I say, you know what, buy 1,000 tickets from me for $10 a piece, I'm going to take that money, I'm going to take that $10,000 from each of you, I'm going to get a producer, I'm going to get actors, I'm going to find a venue, and believe me, you'll be able to resell those tickets for $100, maybe $1,000, maybe it's the Lion King. You just bought a security. There's no doubt about it, okay? 10 years later, the production's usually successful. You walk up to the box office, you buy the exact same ticket. It's just a ticket. That's the difference between something that is the expectation of future profit and pure utility. And the confusion around that, and I would say the horrible legal advice that had been given, has led to these very, what I would say is,
I bet David Rudder's going, well, hey, I'm happy I'm not my company's not holding any securities with XRP and XDC.
bitter fights, emotional fights over classification when we should just get on with it. The real question is, how do we trade those tickets once the production is up and playing? They're not securities. The example I give is Taylor Swift tickets. One of the deepest markets there is. Price discovery would be absolutely super efficient, but that's not securities trading. But we should have a digitized market for it.
Dude, like David Rudder and Chris Giancarlo have no clue what the hell this guy's talking about. Like the type of, he's trying to act like he's such a like funny dude, such a nice, funny, like, hey, I'm bringing up jokes. I'm comparing to Broadway crypto to Broadway productions and Taylor Swift tickets, right? Look how just like charismatic I am. And like David Rudder and Chris Giancarlo are like, what the hell is this dude talking about? What? I am so confused with his analogies of what is this like. Wow, he already admitted that what is a security, or the originally the definition of security was intentionally supposed to be very broad. It's intentionally very broad and flexible, just so it suits the SEC's needs, right? Basically. And then he comes out trying to say what a security is and trying to define it, and it's like, oh, I get you. It definitely does seem really broad because we have no clue what the hell you're talking about in terms of these references to Taylor Swift tickets and markets. And just look at their faces here. Chris Giancarlo is like, his hand is on, you can't see it on the screen here, but his hand's on his head, and he's just looking at Jay like, dude, what the hell are you freaking talking about? David Rudder here is like, wow, my man here is talking nonsense, right? But trying to, give him a compliment, like trying to act like he's on board with him. But anyways, let's keep going. Oh, no. There we go.
Difference between something that is the expectation of future profit and pure utility. And the confusion around that, and I would say the horrible legal advice that had been given, has led to these very, what I would say is, bitter fights, emotional fights over classification when we should just get on with it. The real question is, how do we trade those tickets once the production is up and playing? They're not securities. The example I give is Taylor Swift tickets. One of the deepest markets there is. Price discovery would be absolutely super efficient, but that's not securities trading. But we should have a digitized market for it.
Okay, I love that example. I guess and by the way, when you think about cryptocurrencies, the only difference is at least if you get a ticket to a show, you can see a show at the end. I'm not sure that, and I have to admit, my team knows it.
Wow. See, David Rudder, this guy is just like, wow, I'll save you a bunch of explanation. Like, at least when you go see a show, you get to see a show at the end. You don't get to see the show here with a bunch of cryptos. Like, a bunch of these cryptos are promising you so many things, so many of this, so many of that, right? And you're not going to see the show at the end. You're not going to get to see the show at the end.
I've been consistently very skeptical about cryptocurrencies, to the point that from the youngsters in the firm, and we have a lot of them, I actually had to stand up at a town hall and explain consumer.
He says he's been consistently against cryptocurrency, or what was it? Consistently not for it, or consistently bearish or something. But you know, R3 using digital assets, right? But he's probably just not liking the overall, like, I think he's talking like about the doges, like this whole meme coin fascination and all this type of stuff. Let's see what David Rudder was saying.
Is at least if you get a ticket to a show, you can see a show at the end. I'm not sure that, and I have to admit, my team knows that I've been consistently very skeptical about cryptocurrencies, to the point that from the youngsters in the firm, and we have a lot of them, I actually had to stand up at a town hall and explain consumer protection and all. And I proudly came up with this. I've seen fraud, I've seen Ponzi schemes, and I've seen bubbles in my 30-some-year career. It's the first time I saw them all wrapped up in one. Now, it doesn't mean, yeah, seriously, a fraudulent Ponzi scheme bubble it's hard to do, and it's pretty important. It doesn't mean that the technology which actually motivate us isn't important and isn't going to change the world. So, Chris, from a CFTC's perspective.
So, dude, it's so perfect how they even position these guys. Like, we were already saying this before this even started, right? Like, okay, you got the perfect, like, one guy who's totally for, like, XRP and doesn't view XRP as a security. You got the guy who sued Ripple and XRP and believes it's a security. And then you got David Rudder, who owns, R3 owns XRP. And they're for digital assets. And he just said, hey, it doesn't mean that the technology that's inspired us and what we, it doesn't mean it's not going to change the world. But he's very bearish on, like, basically I think all three of these guys are like 99% are going to go away. Like, a bunch of these crypto projects are going to go away, right? Like, I think that's what all of them would probably agree on. And I happen to agree with it as well. There's too much fraud. There's not enough utility in, like, what these digital assets are actually doing. And it's still a highly speculative market. Doesn't mean you can't make money in it, but it also means you can lose a lot of money as well. So, when we want to be playing in a fair market here, and, it's just funny how they position these, like Jay Clayton on the left, then you got Chris Giancarlo on the opposite end in the right, and then David Rudder in the middle, trying to meet the two, right? Like, David Rudder was just, like, agreeing there with Jay Clayton, but saying it in his own way, and then saying, hey, but it doesn't mean that this stuff isn't going to change the world, right?
All wrapped up in one. Now, it doesn't mean, yeah, seriously, a fraudulent Ponzi scheme bubble it's hard to do, and it's pretty important. It doesn't mean that the technology which actually motivate us isn't important and isn't going to change the world. So, Chris, from a CFTC's perspective, and I think the press makes a bigger deal out of the turf wars than might actually be true. But, you're really close to this. So what's your perspective?
First of all, the turf wars are real. I think it was a rare moment in time, sort of like Camelot, when Jay and I were at the two agencies, and the agencies worked really well together, because that's not the rule. I think that one of the things we inherited was so much unfinished business where the agencies had to do joint rulemaking, but they didn't, and so we faced that backlog. Last week I had the pleasure of being back in the saddle in front of the House Agricultural Committee, which is the oversight committee for the CFTC, to give testimony. And I followed current Chairman Benham. And it was fascinating to be ready to go on the witness panel following my successor as chairman of the agency, hearing him talk about it. And he was describing cryptos that are not defined as securities and saying what we really need to focus on is the degree of decentralization. That once you pass a threshold of decentralization, it suddenly migrates from SEC jurisdiction to CFTC jurisdiction. And that whole concept is so steeped in our institutional, the way we uniquely amongst the world institutionally approach financial markets to divide risk mitigation and give that to the CFTC against capital formation, which is with the SEC, and using this criteria of decentralization to move from one to the other. But when you move from one to the other, you don't just assign this agency to handle it as opposed to that agency. The SEC brings very different approaches to the subject matter under their control. Their mission is to iron out the information asymmetries between sponsors, enterprise operators, and their investors by making sure that the information that they have is shared with those investors, right? That makes complete sense in a capital formation context. In the commodities world, if you are engaged in hedging your risk, you do not need to disclose to the market what you know and they don't know. Just to make it very simple, if you're a farmer and you see in your state that's going to be a bumper crop for wheat, you actually know the price is going to drop. If there's a lot of supply, price drops. So you may run to the market to hedge it, but you don't need to tell the whole world that's your motivation. You don't need to share. So the CFTC is not an information asymmetry ironing out agency, right? The SEC is. So when you move something from when you say it's not a security, it's a commodity, you're not just saying which agency controls it. You're also now saying what information's available, what investor protections come with it. There's a whole series of consequences of that moving from one to the other, right? And that's why I truly believe it's not true to say that the rules we have are adequate for this new innovation. They're really not. Because something is decentralized doesn't mean there still should not be some standard information available to protect investors in it. So like Jay, look, Jay and I came into our seats as business people that were not professional politicians stepping into these two agencies. And we came at a unique time in the development of this new innovation, which I think is much more than crypto. I think it's a whole new architecture, an internet-based architecture of finance. And we had to grapple with these existing statutes, this existing Washington institutional rivalry with securities laws and commodities laws that were written in the 1930s.
Did you hear what he just said? What Cristian Carlos said? I see it as infrastructure, an internet infrastructure finance system. Internet of value. Wonderful. And he said he doesn't view XRP as a security. We know his position.
For an analog personal world, and we had to grapple with it as best we could. And I think it's incumbent upon regulators to grapple it. But ultimately, the United States needs to stop being an outlier and do what Europe is doing what Japan is doing what Brazil is doing, and that is come up with a bespoke regulatory framework for crypto that builds upon the antecedents, but recognizes the unique aspect of this innovation, and that, at least in my view, what we have is not adequate for an entirely new architecture of finance, an internet-based architecture of finance, where value will no longer be held in the silo of a proprietary institution, but lodged on a blockchain, whether that value is in title to an automobile or your retirement money. That's a whole different framework, and we need a bespoke.
And when you say blockchain, you're speaking broadly. It
I
doesn't
mean,
necessarily
just-
have to have a blockchain.
No.
Cryptographically protected.
Blockchain has become like Kleenex. It's
Exactly.
I mean basically,
Okay.
a digital network, private or public.
So we touched on this briefly, and we're going to get on this CBDC stuff because it's so amazing. But I want to stick with this for a little bit longer. So I don't know. I've met Russ and I've met Gary on a couple occasions, but they're not friends of mine.
They treat the word blockchain now like, I feel like they refer to blockchain like I think they think of it as like proof of work or something like that. I think when they say blockchain, they really mean DLT, like, and that's why David Rudder had to kind of come in and correct, and he's like, digital network is what the former CFTC chairman says right here is digital network, right? And then we're just using blockchain as a broadly used word, but it's really, DLT, distributed ledger technology, digital network. They're kind of almost like saying, yeah, like blockchain we associate with proof of work, it feels like.
Mine. As you know, with the FTX proposal for real-time margining, the CFTC, he and I spent an hour talking about that, and they were very close to kind of pushing that forward, which would have been, an absolute disaster. But what I want to talk about is, and we briefly mentioned this before we walked in the room, what you said about, do they become decentralized enough not to become a security? It's all about the issuance, isn't it? Like, once a security, always a security. And Jay, maybe you
No, I don't know once a security. Like the ticket example is a good one, right? There's a security. One of the things I think people miss in this whole classification debate about securities and commodities and what's a security and what's not is there is a different regulatory framework for the issuance of securities. When I have all of the information about my company, my project, and I'm issuing it to the public, versus the trading of securities. Now we rely on that issuance architecture to support the trading regulation of securities. Chris's point about decentralization is when things become decentralized, you don't have that issuer architecture for trading. But there is lots of trading of securities. There's lots of trading of commodities that happens not on regulated exchanges. Now, most of the fixed income market trades off exchange, trades very efficiently. So a lot of this debate misses these nuances. And these nuances have built up because, we do have $150 trillion of securities assets operating through the marketplace. There's plenty of room for nuance. One of the things that's been difficult here is people haven't wanted to address that and deal with this. But what I will say, David, and Chris, to your point is, to me, dealing with that is something we're going to have to do. Regulation is not going to change. It's just not. It takes too long. Private sector is going to need to come to grips with that. But what the regulatory sector needs to come to grips with is we are going to have interoperability. What we have learned from distributed ledger,
Yes, we are getting into the nitty gritty right here. This is what we need to hear. This is how you keep it crypto. Jay Clayton, finally, thanks for saying, once again, I'm not going to take anything that he's saying seriously here, but he is admittedly showing his hand here in a way, because this guy, for all we've known, is just acting like he's so anti DLT, so anti blockchain, but he is admitting here that, private sector is going to have to come to grips that regulations won't change. Well, it's great that Ripple has been working within the system, working with the current regulatory framework, right? But also, what is he going to say? But the regulators are going to have to understand interoperability is going to be happening. Distributed ledger is going to be happening. DLT. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Let's hear this again from Jay Clayton. I mean, I don't agree with anything this guy really says anyways, but he is, I think, in this point of the conversation, because he's hanging out with, two people he respects, and this is all a show. Jay Clayton is doing his part that he's been paid off to do, is to look like a total, freaking villain in this whole thing. Same thing with Gensler. All of them puppets. All these guys, puppets for the show, right? They're really good at hiding their massive bullishness for DLT and the incoming ISO 20022 and the transition to a digital financial system and CBDCs, right? R3, their whole business is this, right? And they're here keeping it crypto, talking about it. So let's hear Jay Clayton once again. Here we go. Guys, this is on a Saturday crypto live stream here, and I appreciate your support, guys. We keep it crypto every single day. No days off. Here we go.
Regulatory sector needs to come to grips with is we are going to have interoperability to address that and deal with this. But what I will say, David, and Chris, to your point is, to me, dealing with that is something we're going to have to do. Regulation is not going to change. It's just not. It takes too long. Private sector is going to need to come to grips with that. But what the regulatory sector needs to come to grips with is we are going to have interoperability. What we have learned from distributed ledger, what we've learned from these things is we are going to have programmable assets that operate much more efficiently with each other. That's going to happen.
Which is a big theme today. So that's that's very convenient. And I mean, as you know, I used to run BrokerTech, which is the largest treasury platform in the world. And treasuries are, of course, securities, but they're traded OTC like so many others. So that is that's an important difference. But certainly there's been a lot of fraud. And when we think about what I tell people all the time is that I think folks underappreciate how long the regulatory regime has developed. It hasn't been decades. It's been over 150 years. So the foundations are solid. But I think to your point is we need to evolve it with the new digital reality. So just maybe a final question on this, and I want to talk about CBDCs. What do you see in 3 years? Are there still 10,000 coins? Is Coinbase and these other guys, or is this in market and thriving, or is this a
dude? R3 just kind of throwing shade at Coinbase here, low key. Is R3 just throwing some shade at Coinbase there? The way David Rudder just said that, he's like, what do you think in like the next 3 years? We got like 10,000s of coins. You got Coinbase and these guys. Like he's totally treating them that like they're small time. Like Coinbase is small time. Pretty funny, man. You got Coinbase and these other guys. Like, what do you think they're doing? All right, let's check this out.
fad and we move on?
I don't think it's a fad.
I don't think it's a fad either. I don't think it's a fad either, my dude.
Maybe a final question on this, and I want to talk about CBDCs. What do you see in 3 years? Are there still 10,000 coins? Is Coinbase and these other guys, or is this in market and thriving, or is this a fad and we move on?
I don't think it's a fad. In the analog world, one can keep value in many different forms. I can keep value in a classic car collection or artwork on the wall. I can keep value in gold. I can keep value in a bank IOU known as a bank account. I can keep money in cash. In a digital future where value is stored on digital networks, be they public or private, I'll be able to keep value in NFTs, equivalent to artwork. I'll be able to keep value in Bitcoin, equivalent to gold in the analog world. I'll be able to keep value in stable coins. I'll be able to keep value in central bank digital currency. I'll be able to keep value in old-fashioned bank accounts. To think that somehow these other avenues for value retention are going to go away, I just think it's short-sighted. And more broadly, this notion of storing information on the internet that has changed everything.
That would be hilarious, Alchemist. And I believe you can keep value in Bitcoin. I believe you can keep value in XRP. I believe you can keep value in SHIB. I believe you can keep value in SHX.
Thing we know about information gathering and research, I just think is be able to keep money in cash. In a digital future where value is stored on digital networks, be they public or private, I'll be able to keep value in NFTs, equivalent to artwork. I'll be able to keep value in Bitcoin, equivalent to gold in the analog world. I'll be able to keep value in stable coins. I'll be able to keep value in central bank digital currency. I'll be able to keep value in old-fashioned bank
SHIB.
accounts. To think that somehow these other
SHX.
avenues for value retention are going to go away, I just think is short-sighted. And more broadly, this notion of storing information on the internet
They never say
that has
XRP.
changed everything we know about information gathering and research, everything we
XLM,
know about
XDC.
social networking, everything we know about retail shopping, everything we know about social interaction and social networking. Somehow that's not going to have that same impact on banking and finance and money itself. Of course it will. The internet has now turned its magical gaze onto the next evolution, and that is going to be not how we store information, that's already moved to the internet, but how we store value. And there's going to be myriads of ways to do it, and some of it will be absolutely fraudulent. Wherever you have money, you have fraud, and that will never change. I mean, it exists in the analog world, it exists in the digital world, and that's why regulators are needed. That's why they have an important role to play. But value is moving to a digital networked format. And we talk about all the downsides of it, but the upsides are amazing. Jay talked about programmable money. Money, historically, the big breakthrough in money has been to move it in space, right? That's why we created bank money, so that it wasn't just local tokens. But now we're going to be able to move money in time by programming it. The notion of being able to move money in time and space is just such a...
Dude, they get so excited. They're getting so excited. Like Giancarlo's going off the rails here. It's like he's going nuts. And then freaking David Rudder here, he's going nuts for it. He's feeling the vibe. He's like, oh man, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. Like what XRP is going to be able to do, like 1 million drops. Imagine like just these micropayments and like you're saying, value moving in space and time, microseconds, micropayments. I mean, this is going to be so much fun. Value and data on the same platform here, an internet digital financial system. They're getting excited. And Jay Clayton's like, dude, you should hold your cards closer to your chest, my man. Like, Jay Clayton's like, come on, man, don't give it away. Don't give away the freaking plan, my dude. Remember, we're supposed to be puppets here. Let's see what David Rudder says here. But yeah, just look at the excitement. He starts riffing. And David Rudder's like, hey man, let's I didn't want this to be a long answer, but you made it a long answer.
Move to the internet, but how we store value. And there's going to be myriads of ways to do it. And some of it will be absolutely fraudulent. Wherever you have money, you have fraud, and that will never change. I mean, it exists in the analog world, it exists in the digital world. And that's why regulators are needed. That's why they have an important role to play. But value is moving to a digital networked format. And we talk about all the downsides of it, but the upsides are amazing. Jay talked about programmable money. Money, historically, the big breakthrough in money has been to move it in space, right? That's why we created bank money, so that it wasn't just local tokens. But now we're going to be able to move money in time by programming it. The notion of being able to move money in time and space is just such a...
So, Chris, programmable money is an interesting topic. The West is kind of freaked out about it. I wrote an op-ed when the U.S. sent out the checks for COVID that no one picked up. But if anybody wants it, I'm sure we can find it somewhere. But the point was that programmable money can make a lot of sense, and I can tell you there's very different attitudes. What I see in Asia and certainly China. China is about surveillance control and some other bits. Southeast Asia has a different view. The Middle East very much looks at it as an efficient way to support their citizens and their social programs, and there's an argument there. The Americans, especially if you live down in southeast of Florida, think that it's some sort of really, really dangerous thing. But maybe we parlay into talking about central bank digital currencies now. Programmable money is some of the appeal, but there's a lot more to it. I don't know if you have any final word to say on security, or otherwise I'll pass it over to you on this kind of...
Let's go to that, because all of the markets are interconnected, and that's the point. There's so many efficiencies.
Dude, is this a video where we're agreeing with Jay Clayton once again? Like, what is this guy doing? He's just like, regulators have to just realize interoperability is going to happen, right? DLT, distributed ledger, is going to happen, right? And now he's like, you know what? Yeah, it's easy to go into CBDC from here, right? Because it's all those things are interconnected. DLT is still involved with CBDC, right? So he's like Zen Clayton right now, dude. This is like Zen J Clayton right now. He went for, being this charismatic ass with the bull BS answers, but now like he's doing BS answers coded and stuff we want to actually hear. It's all interconnected. All the markets are just together. I mean, if freaking the CFTC chairman here is just going to start talking about time and space, yeah, let's get hippie with it. It's all interconnected, man. Right? It's all about interoperability. Regulators are just going to have to understand that. DLT is coming. Guys, we're almost at 40 likes on the stream. You guys are amazing. If you guys are enjoying this video and this type of content, lets me know about that so we can do more like video streams that are kind of like this, where we're watching, people we want to keep track of in terms of CBDC development and DLT development and adoption. The puppets, the big puppets in this space, and just kind of, seeing what they're saying. Here we go.
Because there's so many efficiencies to be had.
You on this kind of.
Let's go to that, because all of the markets are interconnected, and that's the point. There's so many efficiencies because there's so many efficiencies to be had, because those interconnections are not as, I would say, seamless as they should be. And that's what we're talking about.
Absolutely. And, we've attacked the digital opportunity originally from the asset side. And now we're gaining more progress on the fiat side. And that's driving other opportunities for us in the regions. But to set the stage, okay, from my perspective, and then you guys disagree, one of the things that's driving some CBDC business towards R3 is China's ambitious agenda, which I think the American government and politicians have now waken up to, which is they don't want to be exposed to SWIFT. They don't want to be exposed to the Western banking system, potentially future sanctions based on their interests. So they have been reaching out to their direct trading partners saying, let's get a CBDC, let's communicate together. We don't need to use that nasty thing called the dollar. I think it's a big threat. I know you feel strongly about this. So I kind of like to drive into that. But what they're doing is they're offering their technology to other countries. Any country with a reasonable, GDP is not going to just take a foreign piece of kit. If you want a distributed platform solution, Corda's in pole position on that. So we're picking up our UAE project. We're also dealing with Osama and Qatar and several other direct groups. But so who wants to start on?
Well, let me tell you how big China's ambition is, how audacious it is. So historically, we talked about zones of influence, the dollar zone in the Western Hemisphere, the Eurozone. China's ambition is to create the first digital network zone of currency. So they see their digital yuan as a digital operating system, a Microsoft OS, if you will, for a fully integrated domestic digital economy, but then one that is networked to their client states around the world. So, one of the features of our legacy Western financial system is silo after silo after silo. We just talked about the SEC silo for issuance of securities. You got the CFTC silo for commodity options. And as Jay points out, within the securities laws, you've got the private placement regime, you've got municipal securities, silo after silo. And to go from one silo to the other is expensive and complicated in the United States.
Dude, is this guy a Ripple representative? Gotta love him talking about all the silos and needing to connect it all.
It's not just the legal regime. It's the different monopolies that exist, the different players that exist. China actually understands that as a weakness as our system. And they intend to use their digital currency as the operating system that allows you to do a commodity hedge and then move to a private equity transaction, to a commercial loan transaction, all in a seamless web. And then for their client states around the world that are involved in their Belt and Road Initiative to basically network directly into that, bypassing the Western-dominated, dollar-dominated bank system. And then more, to export their technology so that you'll be able to get CBDC in a box, courtesy of the People's Bank of China. So in the future, we'll have a digital bolivar, which will basically be Chinese technology just white labeled as a bolivar. So their view of CBDC is audacious in its scope. And of course, it is a surveillance tool, which is unfortunately the one thing we focus on here in the United States without actually focusing on the technological awesomeness of the vision. Now, whether they can pull it off is a different thing. But we're not even approaching exploration of CBDC with the same opportunity mindset. And Europe sees it, they're going down this road, yet we're still fighting over the surveillance features, which absolutely we should be concerned with. But it's like, just say no to nuclear power. It's too dangerous, so let's not build nuclear plants. Let's leave the French to perfect it. Yeah. We could perfect central bank digital currency. We could get privacy right. Anytime you go from analog to digital, that's just a design feature. Let's design a non-surveillance. Let's design privacy into a US digital dollar. And if we do that, the world will actually flock to it because they'll flee.
Privacy, baby. Elixir, right? And there's privacy features for the XRPL as well. Gotta love it. Dude, he's coming out acting like he's a Ripple rep right here, man. This guy's crazy.
These other surveillance structures and go to a digital dollar because we make privacy a design feature, not a design flaw.
Yeah. So, look, I agree with the large majority of what Chris just said, and let's just assume that it's all correct. Okay, so that it's a threat. The question is, what do we do about it? Let me tell you what's not going to work. Smashing the SEC, CFTC, OCC, Fed all together in one, not going to happen, okay? The US government taking on a technological project of the size and scope of tokenizing cash and treasury securities, not that easy. The US government, look at the IRS, not really good with tech, okay? Right? One of the questions I ask myself, there's all this AI talk and jobs, and like, why isn't anybody talking about bringing AI to the IRS? Okay, so, put that aside. But what could we do? We could say, look at the core of the financial system. It's the core of the global financial system. Cash is the spot market. Treasuries are the lubricant for all credit creation across the globe. Let's try to tokenize the trading of treasuries, repo, and the like, and let innovation foster from there. That's something that we actually could do. Wouldn't take a great deal of coordination across the federal financial system, and it would harness the innovation that we're so good at. We're not good at central planning, but we can provide the groundwork for innovation, and that's a really good way to do it. Just like we did for the internet, we actually provided the groundwork for what I would say is private sector innovation, and that's why all of the large internet companies are here. We can provide the groundwork for financial innovation by saying that at the core of the financial system, we're going to have an interoperable cash, interoperable treasury market.
I got to tell you guys, first off, I've got bad news. Ellie just waved to me that we're all done, and I was watching that clock.
We're just
back
getting
there.
started.
I know we're just getting started, but I really appreciate you guys taking the time. My personal view, when I was sitting down with the deputy governor of a central bank in the Middle East, and they're asking us, what is the Fed doing? I hear one thing out of Boston, I hear one thing out of New York. And certainly, like, the U.S. is in the enviable position of not having to be first. But if they don't start focusing soon, to your point, there's so much effort on the other side of the ocean in really trying to establish the framework. And on the regulatory side.
Just to that point, the most important issue in the future of digital value is going to be what values are enshrined in it, right? If we're suppressing it, we're not influencing that outcome. And that's my biggest worry is if the United States is not at the table, that means our economic adversaries and our economic competitors are setting those value sets. And that's the biggest thing that's missing.
All right, guys, so listen, I don't know if you enjoyed this as much as I did. I'm the moderator, and I love this stuff. Also, I'm very proud of these two gentlemen and what they've accomplished.
They love talking crypto, man. They love talking crypto.
And proud to call them my friends. So thank you very much for your time. Jay, always great to see you.
But yeah, guys, great clip. That was definitely worth it. I think, you know, just getting those three together and just hearing what their viewpoints are, we're, you know, speculating and just kind of, you know, making our own minds up about what they're saying and kind of participating in our own way with that discussion. I mean, at the end of the day, we know private sector is getting involved. We know, hey, the digital assets working within the system are going to be the ones that make it through. Regulatory framework needs to be made. US has taken their time. They need to speed it up, but hey, that's all part of the drama, right? They have the enviable position, they said, by not having to be first, right? Interested to see how this is going to be playing out, without a doubt, with digital asset adoption. Let's get back on the screen here. And once again, thanks so much for everybody tuning in and watching. Hopefully you guys got some good info out of that, and that was informative for you guys here on a Saturday, keeping the eye of the tiger. We're going to be jumping out here though, guys. Appreciate everyone. Much love to the Blue Crew, the Green Giants, Ledger Citizens, and once again, guys, got to show some love to Bishop freaking Thomas for sprinkling 20 memberships to the Blue Crew. Out of this world, man. A bunch of Green Giants just jumping in and grabbing moons. Much love to y'all, guys. Thanks so much. Yeah, Esper Hunter, if you guys haven't checked it out earlier in the stream, it was an epic moment. We were about to jump into this video clip, and then all of a sudden a mega Green Giant just came upon us and sprinkled 20 memberships to the Blue Crew, and some people who don't even have blue wrenches. But anyways, let's do I did say we were going to do a Blue Crew giveaway, a GDLT token giveaway. So let's do that really quick here, guys. We're going to just jump into it. I hope you guys are ready. We're jumping into it. Once again, to participate, you got to have the Trustline to the GDLT token, got to have a Sun wallet, all that good stuff. But much love to y'all. We have it here in the description below. Let's do this GDLT token giveaway. I am thinking of a number between 50 and 100. 50 and 100. Go. This is for the GDLT token giveaway. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Much love to the Blue Crew. A number between 50 and 100. Oh, we don't have... Dude, Sniff missed out on an epic stream. Or not Sniff. DN missed out on an epic stream today. Epic stream. We're getting close. We're getting close. See if anybody's guessed it so far. No, not yet. Not yet, not yet. 50 and 100, 50 and 100. Number between 50 and 100. So far, no good. What's up, everybody? Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for participating in this giveaway. Let's see who's going to get it. 50 and 100. Hell, if the guesses start going a little bit too out of bounds, we'll start cutting down the number. All right, it's getting pretty close. It's getting pretty close. What's up, X-Ron? Good to see you, man. Thanks for supporting us on Twitter, by the way, man. You're always coming through with the retweets and stuff like that. And shout out to X-Ron. So far, no good. Okay, so we're going to start limiting it here. We're going to say between 60 and 100. It's between 60 and 100. Let's see what else we got going on here. Nope. Nope. So far, no, guys. So far, no, guys. You guys are overlooking one number. All right, we're going to start moving it up even more. We're going to... Oh, there we go. Never mind. Never mind. Humte. Congratulations, Humte. 91. 91, Humte. Congratulations, my man. 91 is the answer. Shout out to Humte. You get the 1 GDLT token, my man. Congratulations. Shout out to all of y'all. We still have the dot his heart garbage message pinned to the chat there, but here is Humte with the 91 guess. Let me remove that. Here we go. But yeah, Humte with 91. Congratulations, Humte. Guys, the giveaway is over. Shout out to Humte. Appreciate you, my man. So feel free. Yeah, everybody congratulate Humte. He gets the 1 GDLT token. Feel free to, share your address here in the chat, or you can DM it to me on Twitter, whatever you feel more comfortable with. Thank you. I need it. Okay. Yeah. So no worries, Humte. Then set it up, dude. And just remind me in the next stream, hey, or you can follow me on Twitter and I'll follow you back and we can DM each other. Either way, we'll figure it out, man. It's just 1 GDLT token anyway. So in the next stream, just let me know when you got it all set up and ready to go, and we'll send you the 1 GDLT token. What's the price of GDLT token currently? Let's look at it. Guys, once again, shout out to Bishop Thomas. Holy cow. Much love to you. And then Ripple Rich, thank you for your $5 donation. Guys, thank you for your support to the channel. And once again, thank you for continuing to hit those likes. Hopefully we can get to 40 by the end of the stream here as we're going out. But at the same time, just grateful to y'all for tuning in. Always grateful. Let's see what the price is for GDLT token here currently, and then we'll head on out. Once again, it's a good day for the top 10, Blue Crew top 10 for cryptos that are looking undervalued, or a good day to be buying. But yeah, GDLT token just currently at 7 cents, holding steady at 7 cents, it looks like. So we'll see what ends up happening with a GDLT token in the future. But anyways, much love to the Blue Crew, much love to the Green Giants, Ledger citizens. Always grateful. Thank you, BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto communities, Blue Crew, and all the communities out there. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. We got the eye of the tiger, and we keep it crypto. I'll see you guys in the next one. Much love. Adios.
Look at the moon. Oh my god, this is definitely not normal. Look